Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome back. Here today with the Laker boys. Got Thomas, new guest, and you know these scrubs.
First time.
It's like Julian and Oscar. And yeah, just here to talk about the Lakers season.
This is our year.
Oh, no, let's talk about last season. Hold on.
Oh, last year.
Oh shit, I had high hopes.
Well, yeah, like just talk. I just wanted to get you guys in here because I didn't really talk about it. So, wanted to get your guys' expert opinions on how'd you guys feel about when they signed LeBron and when he got hurt, when the AD thing happened and all that. So,
I didn't like LeBron, so when we signed him, it was fine. I mean, he's a great player, but it's all right. I didn't expect much this year, to be honest. Did you guys expect anything? I didn't expect anything this year.
I expected at least maybe probably get close to the playoffs, but I don't know if we're going to make them. Or at least if we're going to be in the playoffs, probably like 8th seed. But, I mean, I guess for a team that has LeBron on it, I think it went exactly the way it was going to go.
Look at what he did with this Cavs team last year.
Yeah.
Who the hell was on that team that you can be like, oh, I mean,
J.R. Smith? George
Rodney
Hill?
Hood?
Yeah.
What?
J.R. Smith, no more.
Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. That's your.
Kevin Love?
Oh, he's fell off a lot.
He's a shell of himself. But yeah, like, I don't know. To me, that Paul George not going to the Lakers when it was like, oh, he's gonna go 100%, and then
I think
fell through. And
I think that was fine because
he needed somebody else. Like, he needed a partner. Like, I don't know. None of these young guys really stepped up. Like,
they weren't ready to.
that's true, but.
Yeah, the baby Lakers weren't ready to take over, honestly. They're young. They never experienced pressure like this before, so.
I feel way better about this year.
I don't know. I really don't know.
This season could go the same as last season,
For real.
depending on if
Good.
we get anybody in free agency. But
I don't know.
we can't have high. Like, it kind of sucks having high expectations for them again
Yeah.
because I really thought they were gonna make the playoffs. You know, a
See,
little
but-
glimmer of hope.
I blame the media for this because they were just giving us so much hope that the Lakers were going to make the championship and all
Because
this.
you guys had
this and
LeBron.
that.
Like, that's the whole
But,
reason.
like, it's still, though, like, LeBron's getting older. It's the West, and
The West is different.
for real, like,
Wild show.
I knew we weren't going to do anything. But, like, I was getting hopes, though. I'm not going to lie. Like, I kind of was gaining hopes with the media, hyping it up. But, like, with Stephen A. Smith saying they were making the Western
The
Conference
conference
final.
finals. Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I could see it now that I really think about it. But I was like, you know what? It's dumb. Like, we're young. We're still learning. They're not ready. None of them are ready. Like, look how long it took D'Lo to get good. Like, what, 5 years? Like, it's going to take these boys a few years to get better. So.
And Randall, he had his breakout
Mm-hmm.
season last season, and then he left.
Yep.
They didn't want him. So.
Yeah, Magic didn't want him.
I don't know.
That's
I kind of like them.
I
love Randall.
I love him
I told
too.
him that we made a mistake letting him go. The minute I heard him sign with New Orleans, I was like, this is a bad decision.
What's dumb was that like they got like these bums in like mid-season trades.
McGee, Stevenson.
They got these other bums.
Reggie Bullock.
You guys
dude.
traded Zubac for nothing.
Oh,
Zubac
that
for
is.
nothing?
I completely forgot about that. That was a huge low point that we let go of
I hated that
Zubac.
trade.
Yeah.
Well, I blame management in general. I still, to this day, blame management for everything.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said Magic. I'm like, what
No,
about Pelinka?
management.
Hold on.
management.
yeah. Magic's at
Yeah.
fault.
Orlando.
Pelinka's at fault, and I guess Bus. But I feel like Jeannie doesn't like. She kind of just like steps back and just hopes for the best.
Which, I mean, that's good, I guess.
That's a good owner, but
Yeah,
I mean, you
but-
kind of like you can't just be stepped all over,
But you-
and you can't be in a business with your friends because apparently
That's true,
her and
yeah.
Magic
But-
are like best friends.
The whole, like, to me, the Lakers season, like, just blew apart when that whole AD.
I think it blew apart on Christmas. Like
I mean,
as soon as LeBron went hurt, he had a
because
good
they
game,
blew
and
out,
then it just
they blew out the Warriors without him. So it's like, yo, like,
Well, it's because he was there for like the first half.
I know, but I'm saying, like, you can be like, there's some potential with this team,
Yeah,
like what
for
they
sure.
have, and then all the rumors like, oh, AD wants out, and they traded almost half the team for AD. Like, you know, I don't care what anybody says. Like, if somebody doesn't want you in their environment, it's like, then when the trade deadline passes, like, well, we're still here. What
It's
now?
awkward.
Like, yeah.
But that's professional sports, though.
I know, but
Yeah.
the way it happened, like, I know that
Yeah.
happens, but I'm saying the way they did it, Rich Paul and the Lakers
Leaked it.
just leaked it. Yeah, like, there's no way you could tell me he signs with Clutch and all of a sudden, oh, I want to go to the Lakers. Like, where did this come from? Where was this last year? Where was this 2 years ago?
At the
Like,
same time, for those guys that were gonna get traded, like I mean, the best thing that could happen is they use it as motivation. They come back stronger next season, and
I know, but you can't expect that from young players.
you can't expect it, but there's always a possibility.
I don't know. Just right now, their mindset too is like, are we gonna get traded still or not?
Yeah, like they're worried about like they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out because they're like maybe I'm going to New Orleans or Chicago or whatever next year, and it's like
I feel like. Go ahead.
Go.
I feel like no one wanted to leave until that trade deadline came out. Because
exactly.
now everybody's like, all right, I guess I could accept leaving. I feel like Lonzo, especially because now I keep hearing stuff about him going to
New Orleans,
to Chicago, to Washington, all these different spots where he always said, "Oh, I want to be a Laker for life." It's not the case anymore.
I was gonna ask all you guys, who do you think should get traded for AD if we do get this trade? Like, who do you think should go first, and who should stay?
I think I've already told you before that I was already ready to let go of Lonzo.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't like I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's gonna do much for us in the scheme of things, especially compared to someone like AD who would work for someone like LeBron, and we need like a true big guy that's not JaVale McGee. We need someone that's a true that's a great center.
It's tough. You guys, the value's down. The only one that really has true value is Kuzma. Because Ingram's still hurt. Like, we don't know what's going on with his health. He's got blood clots. You never want to mess with that. So it's like, I don't know if New Orleans is really going to be like, yeah, give us Brandon Ingram because we need him. Like, I mean...
They probably don't now because he got Zion.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, even then, like, even if they really wanted him, it's like the value's kind of down because it's that health is really just a major question. But I think... You would have to get rid of Kuzma. Like, if you want AD, Kuzma has to go. Like, there's no way of getting him this season if you don't give Kuzma in that package.
Really? You don't think we could add everybody else besides Kuzma, like Hart, Lonzo, Ingram, and that fourth
What
pick?
are they gonna do for me? Like, honestly, like I'm being so serious. Like, Lonzo, it'd be a good make sure Lonzo, Zion, and Drew.
You guys, they need a full
like
guard.
that'd be a good mix. But like, I don't know. Hart's a good developmental piece. Maybe he'll turn into something, but like Kuzma has to be on the table. If I'm New Orleans, if I'm Griffin and they're calling me, if Kuzma isn't in that package, I'm hanging up the phone because he's the only one that has true value for me on the Lakers right now.
Not even a 3-team trade where like Lonzo goes.
I mean,
to
if
Chicago.
that's different, but I'm just saying, like, if you're asking me who has to go,
well, for the Lakers,
it would have to be Kuzma. And nothing against him. It's just he has the highest value on that team right now.
Honestly, I wouldn't. If it's on the table, I'd put the trade. I trade for the pick.
Who would you guys offer? Well, hold on, you answer because you haven't said nothing.
I really you'd hate to see Kuzma leave because he has so much potential, obviously. At the same time, you really got, as you were saying, you really got to take into consideration how much value Kuzma would be worth in a trade. So if the Lakers do end up getting a big piece like AD, Kuzma has to be in it. You hate to see it, but that's just the way it is.
We still have the pick. It could always be on the table.
It's a valuable pick. I know it's a
Yeah,
3-man draft.
It does, but it is valuable. But it's like I don't know, who would y'all give up? Like, if you had to bring up a package, if you guys were the GM, who would you say? Hey,
everybody but Kuzma.
Griffin. Everybody but Kuzma.
I'm for sure putting in Lonzo, and personally, I'd rather keep Ingram and Kuzma. Those are the two untouchables for me.
See, I think for the Lakers, like Julian said right now, like if a 3-team trade happens, maybe you guys could pull something off. But as is right now, I don't see it happening. They'll probably just have to wait till next year for him to just go to them through free agency. But
but that worries me because I feel like the Knicks are really gonna pull this trigger to get AD. Like
who are the Knicks gonna offer though?
But if we're not gonna offer Kuzma,
trading.
If we're not gonna offer Kuzma, if we're not offering Kuzma, like I'm pretty sure the Knicks offer will probably be just as good as our offer. If we're not offering,
give me 3 pieces on the Knicks that'll be there.
The third pick.
Okay, that's one. All right.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah, I was gonna say the guy from they traded for Dallas.
You gonna say Kevin Knox next?
No, those don't lead to that. I think that's how you want to be completely honest.
Yeah, no, like I don't know. The Lakers have a good package if they put Kuzma in there, but I don't know. What do you think's gonna happen this offseason? Is Beal coming? Is Kemba Walker coming? Who's coming?
I'll let this guy answer first.
Like, who do you think? I want to go?
No, like
what do you think? Who's gonna be the starting 5?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, for sure, a lock is LeBron.
Yes. That's actually not a lot, but okay.
I think it's a lock.
Okay.
So, I think Kuzma. Ingram. I think he's earned a starting spot. Kuzma.
Ingram's gonna be.
You think he'll stay with them?
I think they're gonna keep him. I'm hesitant to put Lonzo on there because I always hear more stuff about him where he'd fit the best. And even if it's not for AD, we're probably still going to get rid of him for somebody else. So I don't think Lonzo's going to be the starting five. I think maybe Rondo. He'll probably move up to starter.
Whoa.
Yeah. What do I got? I got 3 out of 5.
Yeah. What position is Ingram playing? 2 or 4?
He's playing 4.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to decide who's the 2.
Hart. So you guys?
No,
are
I didn't.
you guys
Hart.
Gonna,
No,
are you guys are gonna run the?
No,
run
Hart's. I feel like he'd be a definite 6th man of the year. Like eventually down the road. I feel like that'd be his peak. I don't think he could ever be a starter. Yeah, I don't know. That shooting guard is wide open. I don't know who to put there.
Who's the big man?
I'd want Davis, but realistically, it's probably Gee again.
What about you, Julian?
So my starting 5, I don't think LeBron is locked, to be completely honest with you. Like I feel
He's
like
locked.
if we swing for the fences and don't get anything, he's probably gonna want to leave.
He's locked.
But I guess LeBron, the likelihood of him staying is pretty high though. So he's gonna be there. He's the starting lineup. I feel like if we get rid of Kuzma, we're gonna get AD back. But I just have this gut feeling we're gonna keep Kuzma out of all the people. But the way management is, I feel like we're gonna fuck it up somehow. So it's gonna be LeBron, AD, Kyrie. I feel like Kyrie's coming to LA. I really feel like.
Oh man, I remember that actually. Yeah,
I really feel like Kyrie's
I
coming.
can see it. Kyrie needs to be a Robin. Like he needs to be the sidekick.
I definitely can see him coming.
Yeah, like
It's gonna be Kyrie, LeBron, AD, and then we're just gonna fill the rest of the roster up with I don't know, fillers, vets that we're gonna come in.
Just basically what we did last year.
That's plan A for what I realistically see happening is like just Kyrie's the only person that joins. We don't trade for AD. We keep our team, and we get Kyrie and then like a bunch of the baby Lakers.
Bench player?
I believe so. I believe that or Lonzo ends up getting traded or something. But it's gonna be Kyrie, LeBron definitely, and I can possibly see Jimmy Butler joining. But that's a big if because I feel like Philly wants to keep him. So we'll see. We'll see what Butler thinks. But I could definitely see Butler in this team as well. I don't see Kemba, KD, Leonard. I don't see any of these like top-notch stars joining the Lakers at all. I only see Kyrie and like Butler joining this team. So I don't know. That's mine.
I see Kyrie, LeBron, McGee, the GOAT, Ingram, and that shooting guard spot.
I know that's hard. I don't know.
I really hope Kyrie goes, despite all the drama he has mentioned on Twitter.
I mean, it's no drama. It's literally he got a chance to be the man, and he didn't like it. Like all this stuff that LeBron was telling him, like, yo, like,
shit's hard.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Life gives you second chances.
So he has to go back with his big brother.
Yeah.
So I could see that definitely. Like that's the only spot that realistically makes sense to me because what are you going to the Nets for?
It's like that.
Cry about more younger players. The Knicks, who knows what they're gonna do? Celtics, that bridge is burned, and I don't see anybody else making that push for him. So yeah, I mean LeBron, he's really recruiting. Got his recruiting cap on because he's liking all these posts.
He's been talking to Butler. He's been talking to Kawhi.
So is Luke Walton as bad as a coach as everybody says?
I don't think he is.
No, I don't think he is either.
I just feel like they didn't give him the right players. If you look at his offense,
He has a bunch of bums.
He runs a motion offense, and that works in the Golden State. You have shooters, but when you have a bunch of like playmakers that don't really shoot the ball, it doesn't work. That offense doesn't mesh with those players, and they set him up for failure. Like honestly, they really did.
And they kind of just gave up on him after the injuries. They kind of just like, all right, you're out of the door already. So it's kind of
that's when all those things were getting leaked out that Magic doesn't want him and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So how many games before Vogel gets fired for a kid? It's gonna happen. Like so, let's just be real.
I hate the idea of Jason Kidd as head coach.
I'd give it a season. The one season.
I could see if you guys aren't doing good by March. It's like, hey, kid.
Well, maybe All-Star break. Honestly,
All-Star, yeah, just somewhere around like trade deadline. Like
I could see it too, but
I have a lot of faith in him though.
I don't have
Vogel?
much faith in Vogel. He does. Like
you have faith in Vogel?
Yeah,
Why?
I want him to explain it to me.
Why?
Because I wouldn't say he's in the same situation that he was in with Indiana. He's definitely not, but he's done a great job of developing players in like high stakes. Orlando was kind of a team just in general.
I mean, yeah, but
like
even
management was I blame management more than Vogel.
It's like even with the situation he had with Indiana, like they did. I mean, I get it. They're playing LeBron in the Heat, but like,
I blame that on like Hibbert just kind of phased out. He fills it out really bad,
That's
and
true.
PG wanted to leave. I don't necessarily blame all those stuff on Vogel because I feel like, especially in the East, where it's so with LeBron, whether he was in Cleveland or he was in Miami, they always met each other in the playoffs, and that was always high stakes. And Indiana showed a lot. They showed a lot of potential, and if Hibbert had never, if his peak wasn't, that season, he could have.
Yeah, Hibbert and Granger kind of just fell off. So I mean, I don't know. It's just to me, it's just too. The stars are aligning too much for if Vogel has a bad year or a bad first half. It's like
I hate the idea of Jason Kidd as head coach.
It's gonna happen.
He could turn out to be surprisingly kind of good,
Vogel?
And then at the same time, what if it all goes down the drain? But give him at least like.
I want to give him a season because I feel like it's always unfair to fire somebody.
Look at
super. I remember Mike Brown. He fired after an 0-4 start. Like it's an 82 game season. What the are you guys doing?
No, give him 65 games into the season, and if he's doing good.
Well, we're not gonna do good to start. We're not because it's new players coming in, new system. No one's gonna get the system down right away. Like you're gonna need to play with the players.
Y'all are gonna find out who you are. We're gonna find out who the Lakers are in January, February.
Oh, definitely.
And we'll see. I mean,
I think we'll know by Christmas. I think we'll know.
Maybe, but I feel like this team had a lot of potential this year. Like Christmas, they were like kicking ass even without LeBron, and they were still floating. And they were like, what? When he came back, what were they? Were they already out of the playoff seeding? Or?
When he came back,
yeah,
they were in the hunt for the 8th seed, but they weren't far behind. They were like a game or two behind.
Yeah, I mean, they had. I mean, if LeBron could have stayed like healthy, like maybe how many games did he miss? Like what, 20 something?
22.
Yeah.
Split that in half, they probably would have made the 7th or 8th seed for sure. So.
And who knows what LeBron's like in the playoffs? He could have just turned it on, like
that. Of course.
So who knows what could happen in the playoffs?
I want y'all to get Beal.
Bradley Beal, forgot about him.
I
want that to happen. That would be perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Perfect. Like if we sign Kyrie, we can and not get AD. We can use some of those players to trade for Beal.
Even Lonzo. Lonzo could be for that.
Convince Kyrie to go, which I honestly see that. That's probably his number one destination. I don't care what nobody says. You can put a package together with Washington, especially because they don't have a high draft pick. To me,
they don't, and they want to get rid of some of that cap with John Wall coming out with that.
God, that's terrible ass contract. But yeah, I mean, Beal and LeBron would make perfect sense. That's what I want to see happen this year.
I want to see them trio of them three going: Kyrie, Beal, and LeBron. I can see it, but I don't want to be that Laker fan who just has his hopes up. Honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
want to see how it plays out.
You're not gonna get a Kyrie tattoo like the Knicks fan did with Zion
for the past years. Like this sucks.
Oh yeah, it's been...
they went from back-to-back championships. They lost versus Dallas and at least make the playoffs. But if not, then it's gonna take a while before they legit.
I think the best highlight the Lakers have had, other than LeBron signing, was probably Kobe's last game when he scored 60. Yes. That's probably the best I've felt as a Laker fan in a while.
Because we've had some terrible players. And Robert
Hibbert, even Lakers.
Hibbert, Robert Sacre,
Mozgov,
Ryan Kelly,
Luol Deng,
Josh McRoberts,
Jordan Hill. Jordan Hill.
Even before they got traded, Clarkson and Nance weren't anything.
They're all right.
They were decent role players.
Yeah, Clarkson was good, and Nance was mostly good for the highlights and stuff. He reminds me of Shannon Brown. He just had that one dunk per game.
Yeah, that's true.
Shannon Brown was a beast. He had incredible hops.
All right, is there anything y'all want to talk about? Anything else? Lakers wise? Did I miss something?
I don't have high expectations, but I'm still excited about the upcoming season.
Yeah, there's always good excitement, for the new season. Watching your team play. You might not watch all the games, but they might suck. LeBron might get injured, but at the same time, it kind of feels good just watching your team, and hopefully they win.
I'm gonna still watch them. Like when LeBron got hurt, I still watched the baby Lakers play.
Still out of Oscar said 8 years of just I still love basketball. It's still my favorite sport.
Yeah, I still watch them. I remember those days, like we mentioned, these bum players play. Freaking Steve Blake and all them.
Oh God, Steve Blake.
By 2. Here is Blake for the win. Yes!
Holy
Trent Murphy. Yeah, man. I
You better
don't
hit
know.
a
I'm
game
excited for the Lakers, but we'll see what free agency happens. I don't have my hopes of signing KD. I'm not that Laker fan who's expecting Leonard and KD to join the Lakers. Like, no,
Who thinks KD's
Or-
going to the Lakers?
Fucking
Never.
play.
Never.
I don't see any of those guys coming.
Yeah.
But I just
Kyrie though can be realistic.
that's the one I'm most excited about. It's Kyrie and Butler, and those two coming. I don't see Kemba coming at all either.
Nah, he wants to stay losing, so he's gonna stay in Charlotte. All right. Well, one more thing before we go. Finals predictions. Go.
Finals? Oh,
Right now, real
fuck.
quick. Who's gonna win it and what? How many games? I already know his, so go ahead, go.
I really want the Raptors to win.
Raptors in 7 or what?
I just want something different, and I really like Kawhi. Like, he's probably my favorite player right now. Like, over LeBron. You can never count the Warriors out, even
Yeah,
no matter
you
like
can't.
whatever's going on, like drama, injuries.
Deeper on who's gonna win.
I'm still gonna go with the Raptors in 7.
Whoa,
I-
okay.
I got
Bold prediction.
just depending on the injury. If Clay plays, Warriors in 6. If not, Warriors in 7. Honestly,
It's gonna be a great NBA Finals. That's what I know.
I feel like Warriors in 6.
All right.
Warriors in
If
6.
the Raptors don't win a game in Oakland, Warriors in 5. So
wow. I told this guy the Warriors are gonna win it.
Yeah,
They didn't
yeah.
believe me.
If they don't win in Oakland, the season's over.
yeah, it's over. There's no way they're gonna come back 3-1.
I don't know.
There's
They've
no
been
way-
up 3-1
There's
before.
no way they're gonna blow a 3-1 lead in
Again?
a 5-year
I
span.
don't
No
know.
way. No
I
way.
don't know.
I'm gonna dye my hair freaking blonde and blue if they
You gonna do
if they blow a 3-1 lead. If they blow a 3-1 lead, I'll dye my hair split down blue.
No,
and
you should
gold.
just shave it. Shave it all.
Shave one half and dye the other half blue and blonde.
I still gotta go to work, dude. I'll just rather. All right, but yeah, I appreciate you guys for being on.
This is fun.
I'll put the little social media. Look, he's already like this because he knows I'm gonna put it.
Right here.
All right, but I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to plug anything of yourselves real quick and get out of here.
Shout out to my boys in Moza. I love y'all.
Stay blessed.
I got nothing to plug.
All right, peace out, y'all. Thanks.
Peace out.
Moment of silence for the champions, for those who may go